Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they kick off a road trip at Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder. Then on Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Washington Wizards.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Charlotte Hornets. Edwards out there with LaMelo Ball. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Markkanen in at the 3, the small forward. And for Atlanta, Kawhi Leonard out there with Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Jalen Green. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Wells in at the small forward. It's still early in the season, Grant, but most coaches have their rotations worked out by now.
They really do, but if they don't, they better figure it out soon. You don't want to be tinkering with your lineups any later than this.
Markkanen misses. And so Murray will bring it up for Atlanta. Wells. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Yeah, that's a great setup there. Murray keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Here's Ball, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And given LaMelo Ball is 6'7", how does this give him an advantage in his position, Grant?
Well, B.A., he's able to score on smaller guards, as well as see over them and find his teammates. His height and quick decision-making are real weapons. And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Edwards. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
Here's Murray. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Here's Adebayo. Markkanen looking it over. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Well, he's a major threat from the mid-range. Markkanen loves taking advantage from that.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder, and I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope we can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And Atlanta with possession here, following the bucket by the Hornets.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Here's Ball. Yep, that one goes. Ball's got 5 points.
Yeah, inside Ball has to rely on his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Leonard outside. Here's Wells. It's guarded by Markkanen. Leonard outside. From outside, off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Over the last few years, Atlanta struggled defensively, Grant.
Yeah, the Hawks haven't been better than 20th in defensive rating since 2017. They've had some great offensive teams during that time, but their defense has held them back.
And here's Green from the arc. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Hornets leading by 4. Pass to Wembanyama. And out of bounds. The Hawks will have it. Here's the group of players who had the most steals in the league last season. Number 5 is Kawhi Leonard.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to review the game plan. He's checked in for Charlotte. Herder comes in for Markkanen. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Vucevic. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Yeah, just powerful stuff from Vucevic.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Here's Edwards. And he drains the quick shot. He has 6.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Pass to Wells. Leonard outside. This one for 3. Drops in the 3.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
Here's Ball. It's good from about 19 feet. Ball's got 7.
Well, it sure didn't take him much time to heat up. Aggressive start.
Outside, Green. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Leonard outside. Outside Murray. Pass to Wells. Leonard on the wing. Fires it from 18. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
It's never easy to win games when you're missing free throws. They had to be better.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
Now here's Green. They really needed more from him in that loss to Brooklyn. Atlanta again missing. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Charlotte. It's a 5-point game. Herder gets the bucket.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Here's Leonard. Here he goes.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's the Hornets. They lead by 5. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Max Strus is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Collier. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Huff in at the center position. So that's the Hawks 5. And that one's good. Melton.
Well, it's almost impossible to stop that turnaround, Jay. That's a shot he worked on endlessly in the offseason.
Pass to Leonard. And Leonard powers it down.
They're taking the opportunity to get airborne. Kawhi doesn't hold back when he sees an opening.
Here's Herder. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Herder's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Here's Collier. Simmons defending. 3-pointer off the mark.
Defensively, you pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Here's Melton. Leonard pulls down the board.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
It's Herder on the wing. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
Setting each other up beautifully. I love it. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assist.
To the middle. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around. Yeah, there's really no excuse for missing that one. That's just a blown opportunity.
Here's Collier. Simmons defending. Collier, no good. Charlotte leading by 7. Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots. This guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. A big group substitution here for Charlotte. Claxton, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Markkanen comes in for Herter. Edwards, he's checked in for Melton. And it's Ball in for Ben Simmons. Murray passes to Wells. Picked by Vucevic. The baseline J is on the way. Claxton with a rebound.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Markkanen right side. It's Markkanen scoring inside.
Well, Markkanen poses such problems for a defense. He's got a variety of ways to score inside.
On the wing, Murray. Here's Leonard. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Green, the pass to Murray. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. First chance of the season for them to go up against Atlanta.
And in a series of the have-nots last year, they came out on the losing end, really looking for some improvement here. Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Pass to Toppin. Edwards against Green. Edwards, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Hornets leading by 11. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball.
They have no answer defensively inside.
On the drive, Kawhi. Pass to Green. There's the triple. Nails it from beyond the arc. Green's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down. Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Now here's Leonard. 11 points in the game. Misses the 3. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie. Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
You take a look at the Hornets. Starting the season with a loss, you know they're ready to fight tonight. Don't want to start out 0-2.
I think the most important thing is they show improvement. Your record at this point in the season won't tell the whole story.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Hornets.
They're doing a nice job of getting their...
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
On the court for Charlotte, we've got Wembanyama. Lauri Markkanen out there with Bam Adebayo. Then there's LaMelo Ball, and it's Edwards in at the 2 spot. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards. And you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from 3 for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team. You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Edwards, so good inside.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, B.A. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Hornets on D. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. And Atlanta misses again.
Not a great start to this second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Adebayo, that's good.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
Outside Murray. Green with a screen on Ball. Murray passes to Green. The flush, Jalen Green.
Well, Murray's got a great feel of when to let that pass go in the pick and roll.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game, and that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. Hawks trail by 14. Pass to Murray. Down low. And the power finish by Vucevic.
Love it when Vucevic attacks with intent. He has the size and strength to dominate around the cup.
Adebayo, that's good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ball outside. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Ball's got 9.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's Murray. And the rebound goes to Charlotte.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
And the bucket is good. And this is a star-driven league. But talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Murray against Ball. And there it is for him. 11 points in the game.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Ball with a steal. The finish! And Ball throws it down.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Some changes for Charlotte. Toppin, he's checked in for Adebayo. Herter comes in for Lauri Markkanen. And Simmons is subbed in for LaMelo Ball. Puff, the pass to Green. Here's Hendricks to halt the run. Drains the triple. Hendricks has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Simmons misses off the right iron. Hawks trail by 19. Here's Hendricks, and that one is hammered home.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Damn, that one's good. And the Hornets lead by 19.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
shot's good by Collier.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. That one's good for 2.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
The Hawks have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul. 26 seconds left to play in the third quarter. And it's hammered home by Green.
What hops from Green, going up high and taking it right to the hoop.
Here's Toppin. Yes, and that's Simmons with the assist. Toppin's got his first 2 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
It's his first trip to the line. That one's off.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
And the second free throw is good. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. No luck on that one. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets feeling confident. 18-point lead to end that quarter. How about the way they... All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Taurean Prince, Kawhi Leonard out there with Max Strus. Then there's Collier, and it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Well, you look at the so-called super teams that have been assembled in recent years. A lot of cautionary tales.
Yeah, I mean, teams giving up their draft picks for the better part of a decade to bring in a star. It can get ugly really fast if things don't work out. And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. Looking to get back on track, and he lays it in.
Oh, a fantastic score. Kawhi can put a barrage of points up quick.
The 15-footer, and he nails the jumper.
And from the mid-range area, they've been the more effective team.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting at about 44% so far. And the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That's his first foul of the game. And Atlanta making a change here. Murray's checked in. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. And Leonard throws it down hard.
Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Yep, count it. Ball's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And Obi Toppin gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades like dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
Here's Ball. And he drops it in from the low post. Ball's got 6 in the quarter.
You know, when everything's clicking, Ball can steal the show, and we're seeing it right here.
Here's Leonard. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Claxton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Count that bucket. Ball's got 21 points in the game.
The pass-first nature of Simmons. Fantastic job scanning the floor and finding the open teammate.
And there's the call. It's on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Murray's shot is good.
Well, over the course of his career, Murray has been a much improved jump shooter.
Simmons against Murray. Yep, that one's good.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Murray against Simmons. Cashes in the 12-footer.
Murray attacking and then stops and pops.
The Hornets have gotten all 6 shots to fall in the fourth quarter. Here's Claxton. Leonard pulls down the board.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
And stolen by Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Now here's Toppin. Not a lot of room. And that one drops. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Hornets.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Outside, Green. Here's Leonard.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Hornets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for LaMelo Ball.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
And DeJounte Murray is truly the complete package. He does a little of this and a little of that. Anything you need out there, he can make it happen.
Melton, he's checked in for Charlotte. Herder gets the bucket.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Wells, it's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Murray is doubled. Pass to Wells. Over to the wing. Leonard inside. He's against Toppin. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It goes on Obi Toppin.
And what a move by Leonard. Baiting the defender to get them where he wants them.
And so he makes both from the line. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
And Simmons gets it to go.
Excellent effort on the road. They've literally sucked the energy out of this arena.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
That was just an awful decision. I mean, you have to keep the clock moving. There's no reason to foul there.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's Claxton. And here are the Hornets with another bucket.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break, getting the shots they want and converting.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our